Dominaria United has just hit shelves, and with 4 Warhammer 40k Commander decks releasing this Friday, Unfinity releasing this Friday, I think, Pioneer Challenger deck lists posted yesterday, and Secret Lair Heads I Win, Tails You Lose approaching its 1-year anniversary, so you know it's gonna ship any day now. What better time to start talking about the Brothers War, Magic's next set that's previewing in... Oh no! It's previewing as I'm writing this script! I better do a prediction video right now before it's too late. Okay. Prediction number 1. The Brothers War will have an Urza Planeswalker. What? They already spoiled that? Okay. Prediction 2. The Brothers War will have reprints of Magic's most famous artifacts, because the Brothers were artificers. They're going to do it like Strixhaven, a Mystical Archive, only it's in like the old border because it's good nostalgia. They spoiled that too? Oh no. You know what's really annoying? I really did write down in my notes those 2 predictions. I said they're going to do artifacts from throughout Magic's history. They're going to be in the old frame. They're going to be like Strixhaven Mystical Archives. And I said Urza Planeswalker card that starts as a legendary. Now, sure, I thought it was going to be a flip card, but I was really correct in those predictions. And now no one is ever going to believe me. Everyone in the comments is going to say, ha, good one, Professor. You didn't predict that. You're just saying that now that they already announced it. Curse you, Wizards of the Coast, for ruining another low-effort video of mine. But all joking aside, I'm not upset because Brothers War is everything a Magic the Gathering boomer like myself has ever wanted. I have not been this excited for a new Magic the Gathering set since, well, earlier this year when we got Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. So instead of aimless predictions, this video is going to be me presenting to you why Brothers War will be the second best set of the year. Come on, Kamigawa being the first. And no, it won't be better than Kamigawa. Kamigawa was better than anything from the last several years. But hey, second is pretty impressive too. That's what we say at Tolarian Community College. So presented here are the top 10 reasons why Brothers War will be the second best set of the year. And one thing that I already hate about it. Because there's always one thing. But first, let's kick it in the audio world with these wireless Raycon earbuds. Yeah, bet you've never boogied down on this dance floor quite like this before. Wirelessly. Flexible earbuds. They help me feel the music instead of just listening to it. Woo! I have the power to boost my bass and the ability to EQ the tunes I'm rocking out to. I never knew how much dynamics I was missing before Raycon came along. Yeah! The slick profile design helps keep Raycon buds always in my pocket or bag without the wires ever getting in the way. Gotta give it up to Raycon too. Their battery life alone is worth considering purchasing. 32-hour battery life and 8-hour continuous playtime. I'm going to pass out from dancing before that wears off. Yeah, and priced at half of other premium audio brands, Raycons are your choice for getting your jive on. Shake test. I've been shaking it this entire time. How about a vibe test? And head on over to Club Raycon today by using my link at buyraycon.com/Tolarian Community, and you'll get 15% off your Raycon purchase. Woo! Woo! Yeah, groovy, daddy-o. Alright, so the biggest and coolest thing about Brothers War is something I absolutely predicted, but no one is gonna believe me, and that's the old border reprints of famous artifacts. And yeah, so far it sounds like this will be similar, if not outright identical, to the Strixhaven Mystic Archive. And that's another thing I loved. I even named it one of the best things of its respective year. That professor always complaining. Within each pack will be an old border artifact, an awesome way to get reprints to players, even though these cards will not be standard legal. And as much as I love it, that's probably for the best because Wormcoil Engine. If you want to see what Standard was like when Wormcoil Engine was in it, you can watch the new Shuffle Up and Play, where we build Innistrad Scars of Mirrodin Standard decks. But trust me, it is probably for the best that Wormcoil will just be a clutch pull. You kids know what I mean when I say clutch pull, right? Among an already growing trove of artifacts. Oh, and there's an interesting, extremely rare collector's card available for these as well, but I'll talk more about that in a moment. First, let's get to the other prediction I swear to you I had. I mean, it's Urza. I predicted Urza, but I have no proof that I predicted Urza. And all right, predicting that the Brothers' War would feature Urza is about as easy a call as saying it would feature Mishra. And I will admit, I was going to predict he was going to be the only planeswalker, and that he'd be represented by a legendary creature that flips into a planeswalker, since of course Urza was not a planeswalker until he essentially blowed himself up at the very end of the Brothers' War. Here, Urza is actually a meld card where you can combine him with the Power Stones to create a superpowered planeswalker that is second only to that Eldraine one who made Elks. In order to achieve that meld effect, you need to spend 7 and control both Urza, Lord Protector, and the Might Stone and Weak Stone, in which case you can exile them and meld them into Urza Planeswalker. You can only do this as a sorcery, and no, these can't be partner commanders. But wow, check out Urza Planeswalker. You may activate the loyalty abilities of Urza Planeswalker twice, each turn rather than only once. And no, that isn't during your opponent's turn. Planeswalkers don't work that way. Did you read the card? Reading the card explains the card. Oh no, wait, it's a Planeswalker. That doesn't apply. But still, they don't work that way. One of the really cool things about doing Urza this way is that old walkers were like demigods. Their powers far beyond what the Planeswalkers we know and love, like Jace and Nissa, possess. And so to depict Urza as an actual Planeswalker card would have to be something bigger, better than anything we've seen before, and this idea that he's more than just one card, that he's this melded card, 2 cards put together with 2 abilities. It's a great flavorful way to both show the legendary creature becoming the Planeswalker and this Planeswalker being an old walker, bigger and more powerful than the ones that we've seen before. I love it. I absolutely love it. Love the artifacts, love Urza, and love this too. The return of full art lands. Aren't these gorgeous? I know we've been getting full art lands more and more. They're in pretty much most sets. But look at these Dominarian ones. Considering we've had so many gag full art ones recently, weird secret layer full art ones with Godzilla, whatever. I just love that this is such a, well, magic card. And yes, I'll fully admit it might be my own nostalgia. I played in high school during the old sets, revised in Ice Age and Antiquities, and getting to see a modern-day skillful depiction, artful depiction, beautiful depiction of what my imagination came up with in those days. Yeah, I'm all on board. I love it. You can hashtag MTG Boomer me all you like, but it's hard to deny these full arts aren't gorgeous. Number 4 reason why Brothers' War is going to be incredible, it actually goes back to my previous prediction video where I said the idea of Karn traveling back in time to do something during the Brothers' War to save the future, a future we're discovering in Dominaria United, well, it's not really going our hero's way. That looks like maybe kinda it's happening only with Teferi. So this one we have very, very little information on, at least as of the writing of this video, maybe in the 2 days that it's going to take me to edit it. They're going to release 10 stories, I don't know, I'll read them, I love them. But it very much looks like Teferi and possibly friends are going to travel back in time. To what purpose, we do not know. Is it to change the past, or, as I think, maybe just get something for the future to help them win that war and not change anything? There's been a lot of talk that this could lead to retcons. I mean, if they change what happens after the Brothers' War, if they perhaps direct Urza towards something else, maybe all of what we've seen since, well, I was in high school will be undone, rewritten, but I don't know that it's going to be that severe of a retcon. I don't think they want to take this quality of nostalgia that they can package and product to elderlies like myself and completely throw it away. fine-tune it, perhaps. Either way, I said that the idea of using a character like Karn, or perhaps in this case Teferi, to travel back to the Brothers' War as a connective tissue was something I was really into the idea of, and so this has me super excited. But never mind the story, look at these actual cards that you're gonna get at pre-release. Pre-release is November 11th, mark your calendars. And Wizards Play has already revealed these old frame foil date-stamped promos of, again, classic and beloved Magic the Gathering cards that you can receive. Wood Elves, Wall of Roots, Windfall. Oh boy, Loyal Retainers. Remember when that was like this big chase card in the Commander's arsenal and now they're just giving it away as a promo? That's wonderful. Great for Commander. Not only that, but they are going to take a hint from New Capenna, and they're offering pre-release before digital release, which I love. It makes pre-release mean something, and it means that pre-release at your local game store is the first place you get to play with these cards, ahead of Magic Online, ahead of Magic Arena. I absolutely support this 100%. Being able to put pre-release ahead of digital means so much, not just for local game stores, but I think for the game of Magic. You should be pre-releasing before the major release, and when you had these cards on digital before at your local game store, when you showed up to pre-release, it felt like everyone had been playing with them for a week. I didn't really like that. I know the pros are upset because they don't get all this advanced play with the cards, but I think the players, and again, the community at your local game store is benefited greatly by this. Check out your local game store. Register for pre-release in advance. It's a wonderful event. It's one of my two favorite, the other one being Game Day, of course, and this is absolutely something that has me super hyped for Brothers' War. As does the return of Game Day. That's right, Game Day is back. Now, it technically was back a set or two ago, but Wizards is really throwing its support behind it. Look at these awesome full arts that you get just for participating in Game Day. Recruitment Officer and Surge Engine. Everyone who shows up to play gets a Recruitment Officer, and top 8 gets a Surge Engine. These are beautiful cards, really great for your collection, and again, a fantastic thing you can only do at your local game store. Register for pre-release and then ask your local game store when's Game Day. I guarantee you it's some of the most fun you will have playing Magic the Gathering besides Commander with friends. And maybe more fun than Commander with friends, depending on your friends. The nostalgia kick of Brothers' War, more so even than Dominaria United, already has my head in the clouds. It's not just Urza and Mishra returning, but characters we've read about in the flavor text, never really seen. Queen Kyla bin Krug, cards like Mishra's Foundry that are essentially a fixed Mishra's Factory. What a wonderful tribute to the long and storied history of Magic the Gathering. And though it's controversial, I am excited for the fact that the Commander decks for Brothers' War will be 100% Old Border. I know, if you're not an MTG boomer, maybe you don't like the Old Border. But hey, I don't like Universes Beyond, and I am trying to minimalize my grumbling about it. I won't yuck your yum if you don't yuck mine, okay? I am so thrilled to be able to get so many of these awesome Commander cards in the Old Border, cards we couldn't get anywhere else. Such a great tribute to the Brothers' War, to the history of Magic. And what's the 10th thing? They're bringing back $20 Commander decks. That's right, the $20 Commander decks are back. No, it's not the Old Border ones, it's starter Commander decks, so they'll probably be good, right? Either way, we are seeing the return of $20 Commander decks. Thank you, Gavin Verhey. These are labeled as starter decks. Maybe they'll be 100% reprints, but I'm fine with that because I love reprints. The important thing isn't whether they have new original designs. The important thing is if they're good, fun to play, something someone can pick up for $20 and shuffle up and play with their playgroup. The last batch of $20 decks certainly were. Will these be? I don't know, but just check out some of the face cards. New arts on classic favorites. So far, so good. I'm excited. But of course, this wouldn't be a Tolarian Community College video without hating on Magic and everything Wizards of the Coast does. I mean, sure, I just listed 10 things that have me beyond excited for the Brothers' War, but I have one thing, just one thing, that I'm not too happy about it, so all I do is complain, right? Well, buckle up, because guess what? Packs, yes, packs of Magic the Gathering cards, Brothers' War packs, not you open the packs and they've got Transformer cards in them, Transformers. I don't want to yuck your yum, but I don't like it. I don't. I'm sorry. It just feels so jarring compared to the awesomeness of Brothers War, the nostalgia, the Magic history. But yeah, there's these weird throwback Transformer cards. They're original designs. These aren't skins. And since they weren't offered in a secret layer, Wizards has no promise to ever make a Magic skin of them. They're unique cards. You want to play with them and their mechanics, you got to use the Transformer. I wasn't really a Transformers fan. I'm hearing some Transformer fans say that some of the mechanics don't really match well. I don't know. If you enjoy it, great. But I don't like it. You know I don't like it. I've talked about why I don't like it, and yes, I still don't like it even when my favorite non-Magic IP gets made into Magic cards, let alone in this case, it's Transformers. Okay, it's Transformers, fine. I am not saying the game is dying or ruined or that people who enjoy this shouldn't enjoy it. All I'm saying is, I don't like it, so deal with it. That's it? I'm allowed not to like everything. Leave me alone. I'm not being negative about this. I'm just not a fan, okay? It's done. This is Magic now. I love literally everything else we've seen, literally everything else about this set, except one thing. That's it. Okay, well, almost everything, because there's one more announcement about Brothers War. Limited print collectibles. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about this. In the case of this Wormcoil engine, they're only making 500 foil in this alternate Leonardo da Vinci-esque art. They'll be in collector's boosters, you know, the $25 standard packs, and there's only 500 of them. And I've always said that I'm fine with Magic having collectible art aesthetics so long as the regular versions of the cards are reasonably plentiful. And this just seems to be putting what I said to the test. Only 500. The art is still available in non-foil, so even the art itself is not exclusive to those 500. It's just getting them in foil. And it's all only in the collector boosters. I'm going to be honest, it's a tough sell. I can't definitively give it the thumbs up yet. I need time to think about it and experience the results of this new way that they're doing, I guess, loot packs. I mean, unless I open one, in which case it's fine and I love it. But for now, I want to hear from you. What do you think of Brothers War so far? Do you have any predictions that haven't yet been spoiled? Quick, post them before Wizards does another stream. Are you excited? Are you against any of the things that I've been positive about in this video? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think you'll be able to get a meld in on Urza? Should he have been partner with the Power Stones? Probably not. Definitely not. And thanks once again to Raycon for letting me jam the way I want to jam. Woo! Hey, you can go to buyraycon.com/Tolarian community and you'll groove on out with 15% off your Raycon purchase. Yeah, thank you, Raycon, for helping me get my groove back. Woo! And sponsoring the video.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
Today, CEDH, and have I curated a pod, only the best.
Put the rest of my mana into an ad nauseum.
Look at the card. Your card stack has a shadow.
Yeah, really.
Crop rotation.
I'm gonna pay 2 life and mental misstep that.
You know, that's fair.
Oh my god!
My white floating to cast Enlighten Tutor.
I've never heard of a mana crypt say mana crypt so loudly.
I'm gonna play Nature's Claim.
Oh, that's really sad.
A Tangle Wire.
We just got baited. And I'm gonna play the Phyrexian Revoker. So I'm gonna name a non-land card Soul Ring.
That's a brutal play.